Hey guys, what's happening? It's Rootsley here. I'm gonna venture into a Legacy League today with Jund, Gambit, Smog, Reanimator. So there's a lot going on here with the deck, and I'm gonna take some time to really just go over, the different pivot options, what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish. So I know I typically run Shallow Grave, but today, because we're running Stronghold Gambit, I just really like Iona with Stronghold Gambit. And I think Exhume fits this particular shell just a little bit better than Shallow Grave. It's not saying that you still can't play Shallow Grave in this deck, because you could, but it would require you to cut the Iona for an Emrakul, which I do think is a little bit not quite as strong with the Gambit, but it could still work, obviously. So main deck, we're just mono black, so we have Cabal Therapy, Unmasked, Thoughtseize, we have our 9 creature package. And yeah, we're just trying to basically turbo out a guy on the first or second turn, put a Sire, Iona, or Gristlebrand into play and just kind of lock them out of the game. Post board, essentially, what we can do is we can board into just, straight up chain combo, which is great because you still have chain combo and you can attack from the graveyard angle like we have in the past. If you're up against a combo deck, you can actually, let's say they have no creatures, you could bring in just the gambits and the spoils and take out some animates and stuff. And, you still have your graveyard angle, but then you also can attack them from this gambit angle with your creatures. And that's obviously quite strong. Then there's another juke that you can do, which is you bring in all 15 of these cards and you actually take out pretty much your entire animate package. So it looks like this. I'll show you guys the mapping. You cut all your Entombs, all your Animate Deads, and all your Exhumes. And you bring in all of this. Hold on, this isn't right. So the mapping is something like this. So let's talk about this now pivot and what this does. So as you can guys see, we only have 2 Reanimates in the main deck as our graveyard angle at all. That means that if they're, mulliganing for a Leyline of the Void, or Grafdigger's Cage, whatever, we actually don't care because we're no longer a graveyard deck. What we're trying to do is we're trying to either smog them out of the game or gambit like a Gristlebrand into play, draw a ton of cards, and kill them with chain combo. So for that reason alone, I think this pivot is quite strong. Having 100% reliance basically on not needing the graveyard if you want it is an extremely strong option for a Reanimator deck to have. And yeah, so these are the alternate pivots. I just really wanted to go over it and show you guys before we start the league, just so, it's a little less confusing depending if you tune in. And yeah, guys, so let's dive in, see how we do. Round 1. Got to take a mulligan on this hand. This hand seems good. I will keep. Bottom one of the unmasks. Is that true? Yeah. Gotta love having a nutty start and getting Thoughtseized here. It's unfortunate, but Entomb's probably the go here. Kind of just want to jam. I think I will. If they want to force this, I'm good with that, honestly. Sure. Them forcing there is just a 2 for 2. Alright, well, let's try this again. Reanimate was a pretty good draw. All right, sweet. We have one game won. You love to see it. I'm a little thrown off by the come into play tapped land. Does this tell us that this is like some kind of control deck? Not really sure. I'm gonna try something like this, I think. Seems fine. This hand's great. I will keep. Man, turn one Thoughtseize every game is like super freaking brutal, man. Chain of Smog, probably the correct take. Alright, let's Thoughtseize them. Just take Edict here, I guess. I could also take Brazen Borrower. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take Brazen Borrower. It's probably just the best card in their hand because it's blue. Lorien, sure. It's gonna hit Gurmag here. I haven't seen Gurmag Angler in a long time. Temporal Mastery in their hand. Fascinating. Okay. So they're bug. Good to know. This looks like actually just a Beans deck, I guess. Alright, let's spin the Archon. Alright, play land and pass. We're in a very favorable spot. They already have all their Edicts and Brazen Borrowers. Yeah, quick shuffle. Can probably kill with this Witherbloom. No, actually, I cannot. Only deal one. Alright, we'll just pass. Alright, guys, just like that. Hey, we have won round 1 of the Legacy League. We'll see you for round 2. Alright, round 2. I will keep this busted hand. Definitely unmasking. I think I'm actually gonna pitch the unmask. Looks like burn. So I think this is probably just an Iona angle. I don't actually think they can beat Iona. Alright, and we have gotten game 1. Iona too strong. So this matchup, I think I definitely want the full pivot. Reanimate seem not the best. Do something like this seems totally reasonable to me. Spoils actually doesn't seem the best, huh? So maybe we do at least leave in Summon Tomb package. Okay. This seems fine. This hand needs a land, but otherwise seems quite strong. I will keep. Leyline of the Void, sure. I think I will Thoughtseize here. I'm gonna take Fire Blast. Just so they can't hold up 0 mana interaction. If they want to bolt me, they can bolt me. That's fine. They did choose to Lava Spike me, which means they are dead. All right, and GG, just like that, guys. We are 2-0 in the Legacy League. See you for round 3. All right, this guy's match history is entirely blue-black tempo. His hand's a little slow. I'd have to go to cleanup. But I think I'm willing to risk this. All right, and we'll just do the plan, stick to the plan. Thankfully, this play is a lot safer now. Oh, it's ninjas. Okay. That makes sense. Well, let's reanimate the Atraxa. And they had Forest, sure. Alright, I need like an unmask or some way to ramp myself here. There we go, Petal's great. I think I just named Days with this therapy. Is that true, actually? They definitely seem like they have something. I'm just gonna name Force. Okay, they don't have anything. So land, sorcery, instant, creature. Could also just take therapy. I think I want reanimate, actually. Or is that true? Alright, we'll do it like that. So they have Brainstorm, Ninja Guy, Bowmaster. I think I just pass, honestly. Brainstorm's fine. Ornithopter, yep. Okay, let's unmask. They're gonna Bowmaster here, probably. No, they don't. Interesting. Get in there with Atraxa. All right, GG, guys. We have one game won. You love to see it. Ninjas have a lot of creatures, but I think I'm still gonna bring in the package just because they're likely to have a lot of hate too. I'll try something like this, I think. Seems fine. Still leave the reanimates in so I can at least still try to have that angle if I need it. Man, if this hand had a land, I would definitely keep it. Might still be worth keeping. I'm gonna try for a little bit better hand, though. Okay. This counts as better. I will keep... Question is, do I bottom one of the petals or one of the wither blooms? They are a Thoughtseize deck. I'm gonna try bottoming one of the wither blooms, I guess. Oh, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll leave that on top. Oh man, getting that thing down early is a pain. Well, hopefully this can get a force out of their hand. Days, okay. Getting this thing down on turn 2 is fairly devastating for me. Cameo's back, yep. I think I'm just supposed to jam this, because it's probably not getting any better for me. They just let it go. You know what? I should have played the ritual first. They might have force, but I mean, I'm just going for it here. If they had me, they had me. I beat Days. So, alright, let's see. Do you have it? They do have force. It's fine. I'm not dead yet. Okay, now I think I'm dead. Maybe not. If I can rip, like, Chain of Smog right now, I have a shot. One-time deck. Come on. Fortunately, no. So on the play, I think I'm going to take out the Gambit pivot just because they have so many creatures on the draw. It's probably not going to be relevant. And just do it like this. Seems reasonable. Against a deck like Ninjas on the play, I don't think Gambit's going to be reliable enough to be used. Alright, on the play. Man, am I supposed to keep this? I'm going to keep it. I don't know if Ninjas typically play with any turn 1 interaction. But I think I just go for it here, and if they have it, they have it, but they do not have it. Alright, and they're off it. So we are 3-0, guys, in the Legacy League. You'd love to see it. See you for round 4. Alright, here for round 4. This hand is solid. I will keep. Just gonna Thoughtseize here. Hmm. I think I take Therapy. I understand they could still Therapy with the Strix, but that at least makes it so they can't Kaito me. Like if they sack the Strix to Therapy me and then all that, I can at least take the Kaito out of their hand, so I don't die to Kaito. Okay, and they didn't go for the play. So now I think we take Kaito. They're not playing the Ponder. That's very strange. Makes me feel like they might have top decked something. Like a Force of Will. Alright, well that's a great card to bin. Probably correct to still just Therapy here. Is that true, actually? I want a Gristlebrand here because they have the Edict. Force of Negation is fine. Oh man, how greedy is it to draw here? It's too greedy, I think. I'm gonna let them edict me. Alright, they're just scooping here. I think there was a little bit more to play from opponent's side, but I could see them scooping in that spot. They know that, next turn I'm gonna make an Archon. I think something like this. Something like this probably is fine. I'm gonna try this. It's a little awkward that my only discard spell is Therapy, but I'm just gonna pass here. They left their card on top, okay. I don't think I want basic Swamp right here. Spoils is a good pickup. Brainstorm's fine. What card do I name here? I guess I name Force of Negation. No. Name Shieldred's Edict, I guess. They have none of that. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, let's Spoils of the Vault. I'm at 1? Oh no. They have a Bowmaster. Yeah, they got me. Alright. That was an unfortunate Spoils. They also have a lot of creatures. I think I'm going to pivot back onto the Reanimate strategy. We're just running into a lot of creature decks. We'll just do something like that. Seems totally fine. I like Gambit a lot more on the draw than I do on the play. His hand seems good. I will keep. Sure, I'll leave that on top. Let's see what they're working with over there. I think I just named Force of Will. Force of Will and Force of Negation plus Brainstorm. Okay. They liked whatever card that was on top. Let's get a Chain of Smog. That's fine. Let's unmask them here. Only one piece of interaction. Alright. GG's, guys. We are 4-0 in the Legacy League, going for the trophy. We will see you for round 5. Up against the Oops Master, Faulted Form himself. Let's take a look at what Faulted's been on lately. I think he only plays Oops, but I could be wrong. Looks like Leyline of the Void and Force of Vigor. Can I do better than a turn 1 Atraxa? I probably can find a better hand that could make like an Iona. Let's think this through. What am I looking to hit off Atraxa? Entomb, Animate Dead, Lotus Petal. I guess if I hit Animate Dead, Reanimate, and Petal. No, that wouldn't get me there, because that's only 1 mana. I think I'm actually going to mulligan this. It's just too all in on this Atraxa hitting. No, it's not true. I'll have a mana floating, so the Petal will get me there. Alright, let's Atraxa. Alright, so we found Petal. We found Animate Dead. Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize. Sire? I think that gets us there, right? Alright. We have officially won game 1. You'd love to see it. Do I want to bring in Gambit? It's a good question, actually. It's probably mid. But if they're Leyline, because they have Leyline of the Void, so maybe I just have to bring in Gambit on the draw. Try something like this, I guess. Seems fine. 2 Gambits and 2 Witherbloom Apprentices. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I just feel like I can find a stronger hand. Am I supposed to mulligan this too? No, I'll keep this. Jack-o'-lantern's fine. I don't have any graveyard cards in my deck currently. I think I take Spy here. Alright, we'll take Spy. And then just pass. Actually, I'll play out the Petal. I do need to play out the Petal. Interesting that they elected not to play a turn 1 Undercity Informer. That's kind of a strange play to me. I don't know what the pausing is for. Maybe he's double queuing. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, they drew the Informer, sure. So he opts not to use it. That's very interesting. Alright, let's look at his deck. So he is on Leyline of the Void. Notably, no way to save himself if I were to reanimate his creatures on turn 1. He said, whoops. Okay. Okay, so I'm still dead here, right? They have Dread Return. Do I not see Dread Return here? Hold on. Oh, okay, there's the Dread Return. Couldn't find it for a second, but yeah, he got me there. So I just don't think that this Stronghold Gambit is probably going to get the job done. I can also just kill them with Exhume. So if they have spy, I can exhume their guy. I think something like this seems pretty reasonable. I can definitely cut an entomb for an extra spoils. And just run something like this. Seems fine. I mean, yeah, I'm going to keep my hand. They found Leyline of the Void, unfortunately for me. So I guess this just means I entomb. They pitch the entomb. They have Informer. Alright, let's go for it. Do we win? Yes! Yes, guys, we got there. All right. 5-0 trophy. All right, guys. Love to see it. So, we went 5-0 with the Gambit, Smog, Juke. How'd we feel about the deck? To be totally honest with you, this deck felt pretty awesome. I really like the fact that we could pivot between being a Reanimator deck, a Chain of Smog deck, and a Gambit deck all in one. Depending on, like, you know, the situation on certain matchups, you can bring in, like I did, just the Chain combo. You could bring in even just Stronghold Gambit if it's against, like, a combo matchup with your Spoils of the Vault. Or, you know, you could do Hybrid, you could do Reanimate. The amount of jukes you can do with this list to try to keep people off guard is insane. And I hope you guys really enjoyed the games. Obviously, you know, this league went very, very well. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.